Howdy, Internet, and welcome back to Crater's Edge. We are here. We are back, baby. And we're going to play some more A Fistful of Darkness. It's been a minute since we played. Lots of life stuff and schedule issues and job changes and all sorts of things. So appreciate you bearing with us on that. But we're here, -1. Wally is going to be joining us after the break today. But we wanted to get going. Since Wally's at least going to be here for 50% of this, I figured, hell, might as well run our game. It's better than our numbers have been the last couple of weeks. So thank you for being here with us. We're going to talk about things going on the channel, and then we'll get going with our game and our recap and all that good stuff. So first and foremost, other channel news, things going on. This coming Saturday, we'll be back, as we have in most Saturdays, with Elegy of Stardust. I the name of that show for a second. We had a crazy episode last week. Lots of drama.
Last week was 2 days ago.
Technically I guess yeah.
It felt like a full week in 4 hours.
I'm still thinking about it a lot, actually. I was trying to play
crushed.
Death Stranding today. I was like,
I'm absolutely crushed.
We're playing Good
girlfriend
Society.
broke up with me.
We're playing Good Society. There's lots of drama. We've sort of hit, I think Sid said it, the dark night of the soul of our character arcs. And as I said it, we finally got through the prologue after.
We just got the title
now in my villain era.
So
Becoming the
join us
mask.
this coming Saturday for the next episode. We will be playing a little later this week than we have been, presumably. Things may change. We're going to be playing. It's just whether we're playing at our normal time or playing later in the day. We'll keep you up to date on that.
I have no life. Either way is fine.
As most of us have agreed to on Saturday. So we'll be playing at some point.
Most of us agreed to it.
That we have no life.
I was like, no, we all agreed to change the time. I don't know why.
And most of us agreed to the fact that we have no lives, and it doesn't matter what time that we play that game at. So
I had to do 3 things today, so I won't be functional.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fourth thing was to play Death Stranding 2.
That's it, though. As far as announcements and stuff go. I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to my lovely players here to talk about who they are, what to do on and off the channel, and who they're playing tonight, starting, I assume, with Van. I don't know what the order is on the screen right now, but I usually assume that you're
and now
first
I'm
up.
in control of the situation. We're in the exact order we would be, except Wally is not here.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's the same order.
Okay, cool.
I tried not to fuck with it too much. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internet at Van but Wilder, wherever you find people on the internet. Mostly I'm on Instagram. Oh, I forgot to put my post about the concert I went to. I need to do that later. Just posting about random stuff I'm doing, like having surgery and going to see Baby No Money in concert. So the 2 big things that have happened in my life over the last 2 weeks. And also playing games here a couple of times a week on Saturdays and now on Mondays. And today I will be playing. It feels weird because it's been so long to have something to go after the name. Because we don't have that on Saturday. We just have to live or die by our identity, I guess. But I'll be playing Samson, who is the Gentle Touch.
Yeah. And then that's me. Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me over on Insta at GreekSid17. I'm just reposting other things that people tag me in. But I'm also here on Mondays and Saturdays. I slapped a beautiful bracelet back into my fake boyfriend's hand as I broke up with him. It was very sad. But definitely come check that out on Saturdays. But tonight, I'm playing a completely different character. I'm playing a 65-year-old Minotaur lady. I'm playing Nana, and she's our wrench and saw.
That's me then. Hi, Internet. And hi, Mom. It's me. It's the Sita. You can find me at most places on the Internet at Mr. Wilt. Look down there for the spelling, because it's dumb. You can also find me on Instagram at john.sita, where I post pictures of my foods. And tonight, I'm playing the big, lovable, dumb oaf, Hank the Fist.
And howdy, everyone. I am Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Ground, lurking around the internet, mostly just here, writing the games we've already talked about. And that's about it. All ready to get started? Okie dokie. Well, previously on Crater's Edge, let me tone down the music here a little bit. I'm going to recap a little bit more than I normally would, just because it's been a minute. The crew, the Hellhounds, set off on
Not
a
the Devil
job.
Dogs.
Not the Devil Dogs.
I was literally about to go, what'd you call us last time?
Devil Dogs. I
Devil
don't know.
Dogs is a hot dog place here in Chicago.
Yeah. The Hellhounds. I almost said it again too. Just a little peek behind the curtain. The Hellhounds set off on a job specifically to claim in the game mechanics, what is it? A hold? What is the name of the thing that we refer to it as? An achievement. An achievement.
Yeah. Chivo.
Yeah, Chivo. But wanting to better protect their town, Crater's Edge, from the supernatural incursions, specifically the demons or the devils that have plagued it in recent weeks, set their sights on a holy weapon, rumored to have been long lost in the abandoned town of Dustvale. Venturing out through the desert and the Badlands to the west of Crater's Edge, you encountered many perils along the way, from crossing a bridge to Wolfalo attacks. Everything seemed stacked against you. You also encountered a group of bandits led by one Rudolph Miracle Hayes, a long-standing contact of Elijah, who you avoided any confrontation with, and in fact made an arrangement with when you discovered that they currently had a hostage who was identified as Nana's paramour slash fiance.
Fiance!
Oh god, I just forgot. Dakota.
Put some respect on his name.
Mr. Dakota. You came to an arrangement with Rudolph that once he would let you on your way to finish your task to claim the weapon that you're looking for, and would wait for you with Dakota so you could escort them to Reno, where he would claim his bounty and his payment for having captured or taken prisoner Dakota from the railway, or from not the railway, Fells and Wargo, and you would take as collateral some of the Hellstone that they had in their possession as well. So sort of a tense armistice. They were going to wait for you while you finished your job. You continued onward and finally arrived at Dustvale during a sandstorm, where you met a plucky worker of the railway, who I forgot to write down his name this session. It is... what was his name? Mac Farrell. There it is. Mac Farrell, a young goblin man who had been stuck out here to keep an eye on Dustvale. Seemed to be in good spirits, but maybe a little bit awkward in his familiarity with all of you.
That's what all my teachers called me in high school.
A goblin?
In good spirits, but a little awkward.
In good spirits, a little awkward.
Yeah.
You got some information from Mac. He let you peruse his collection of historical tomes and other texts that he kept for sort of light reading in his long hours of surveillance. He sort of explained the situation as he saw it, that his job is to maintain this fence, this perimeter around the town of Dustvale, which seemed to have some sort of supernatural influence to it. Things that were trying to get out. The railway had constructed a perimeter, both a fencing system, and as well as a minefield around the town, in order to keep them contained. His job was merely to report and maintain the equipment here. You conducted your research, and you found out that Dustvale was once the site of a bloody battle during the Great War against the Outsiders many years ago. And many of the old technologies and machines of war and weaponry had been lost in this town, as well as many people had died here. So it was sort of the area around this surrounding area had been kind of labeled as sort of a cursed area. Undeterred, though, the people of Dustvale built their church and set their lives here before eventually being bought out by the railway and the great expansion out west. You learn that the general of the Olden army that had fallen in this town was named Augustus DeWitt. And I think that was pretty much all the information that you had gained about that. Is there anything that I'm missing here in my notes? I'm going to parse through. Yeah.
Oh, lots of stuff happened with Hank.
Oh, yeah. Getting to that, I was just trying to remember if there's any other information I need to recap here. You learned the name of the priest, I believe. Did I give you all the name of the priest that was overseeing the town?
I think you did.
I think I gave you the name. Charlie Crabble.
Mm-hmm.
Did I give you that name?
I just have the General Augustus DeWitt.
I might not have given you that name.
It sounds
you have it
familiar
now.
to me, but
It was the name of the priest that had been referenced, that the one that had been vocal against selling the church.
Priest
to the railway.
Cabell, like Henry.
Oh no, Crabble. Crabble. Charlie Crabble.
It sounds like a Fraggle.
yeah, a little bit.
Charlie Crabble.
I think that was all the.
That's how old I am.
That was all the information that you had gotten about the sort of history of the town. Now, Hank, yes, did some communing with whatever power has been given to him, whatever connection he has made with maybe Morta, maybe some other supernatural being. You're not really quite sure yet. It hasn't given you names or phone numbers or Skype to you yet. So
you didn't get them digits, dude?
Yeah, man, I ain't got that snap yet.
No. However, using Attune, you connected with this, attempted to connect with this being, but instead you connected with something much more sinister. You felt some sort of presence within the town that you seemed to link with. You felt a freezing cold. You saw a sword being clutched in the hands of some sort of malicious or malevolent entity, and you felt its attention drawn to you. There was screaming in the town and sounds of creatures and things coming to life in response to this. Then we followed lots of dramatic conversations amongst the many members of our group, both coming to terms with some of the more recent events, and Hank revealing some of his supernatural connections too. I know you talked to Samson about it, and then you talked to Nana about it, or somebody told Nana. There's lots of information.
Nana and I chatted about it out for a minute out on the balcony.
Gave him a big old hug.
Yeah.
That lasted way too long.
And Viola took notes throughout the entire thing for her book. Finally, the next day, you set off into Dustvale, following Mac, who guided you safely through the minefield and to the fence, which he would not pass with you through, but did warn you about not staying in the town too long. You all passed through the fence mostly unscathed, which was essentially a series of these pylons around the perimeter. No like physical barrier, though. As everyone sort of pushed through, Hank was. The fence reacted to Hank negatively, zapping him and hurling him through into the town. I don't think you took any like significant damage from that, other than just being fried.
Blew the ass out of my pants.
Yeah.
Might just be interested in trying to get him back out again. That's all.
It's always a fucking fence.
It's always a fence. Fences are your weakness here. And finally, we ended last session with Elijah sort of scouting out the town, noticing many of the boarded up. Most of Dustvale has, near the exterior of the town, has fallen to ruin, with buildings collapsed on themselves, half buried in sand or just rubble. The wood having long rotted away, but a few of the buildings still remain intact. And Elijah, scouting towards one of them, noticed some movement inside and quickly left out of the way as a number of these beings, these humanoid entities. I think I described them as being human last time. Want something very uncommon, obviously, for this for the world that you are in. But undead in some way, rushing towards the doors of the saloon, but not passing into the light, just stalking along the edges of the darkness, guttural echoing, sort of reverberating within their chests as they lock their eyes on the five of you with Viola. And that's where we're going to pick up our session for tonight. So, everybody's safe currently. You see these creatures that are not proceeding any further. It is, we'll say, probably close to midday with the sun overhead, and so the shadows are being cast straight down. The people, or these zombies, for lack of a better term, just stalking ominously. Hear this like rattling. You notice that they're again, smooth skin, human features. I think the best comparison that the four of you might have is like, they're like centaurs, but they have legs instead of hooves. Or like fawn, but they don't have hairy legs. It's strange. They're human top half and bottom half.
I am pretty sure last time you told us we'd heard of humans before.
No, you have. You just haven't seen any in person. Yeah. You know what they would be. Well, you would know them as outsiders.
Outsiders.
I don't even think you would know the word human. It wouldn't be.
Does that word exist?
I don't think so. That just wouldn't be something you've heard of. It's like they are outsiders. There wasn't like a merging of your cultures or any sort of sharing. They declared war on y'all, and y'all fought them off over centuries. So there wasn't a lot of.
What a very human thing to do.
Very human thing.
Yeah.
See a bunch of monsters and just attack them without trying to talk to them. Monsters.
Whoa.
To their perspective.
Whoa.
Monsters.
Whoa.
You see, and this is why we had problems with them.
Yeah, exactly. As representative of the humans.
Really racist right
now.
Gonna need that apology video.
Let me grab my ukulele.
Please don't. I was just watching a video about her. I can't continue.
But you notice something else, that in addition to the strangers of their garb, you see they're again wearing or dressed more like what we would describe as like medieval garb, like peasants or medieval militia. Their clothing mostly rotted away in places, long weathered, like the buildings around here. But there's something else too. There was a sort of like a light mist that is coming off of them. It is warm where you're at. They almost seem to be is the sort of mist that you get with like opening a refrigerator, with like ice being exposed to a warm and dry climate.
Sense. Not going near that unless we have to.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Hank, you said you felt something down below, right?
Yeah, but remember, I asked, and Max said there wasn't nothing underneath the city. No mines or caves that he knew of. They even did a, what you call it, a surveying?
Yeah, maybe they missed something.
Maybe one of these buildings got a cellar or a basement or something, but other than that, how much more of the town is there to explore if we kind of
Oh, there are plenty of
once over
buildings.
the...
Yeah, you're kind of.
I mean, we haven't gone in any of the buildings yet, but...
No, yeah. So you're the description of the town. Best I
It's
can
like
give
how
it.
much of it is still standing.
Yeah, so it's about the same size as Crater's Edge. So if you're looking at like the map we have of Crater's Edge, like it's about that size, the same number of buildings. So a couple dozen buildings to it. The smaller buildings around the edges have like fallen in, and so have like some of the bigger buildings in the middle. But there are probably close to maybe slightly less than a dozen buildings that are still standing.
Is
that
that
you can
including
see.
the church?
Yeah, well, and then at the center of the town is the church, which is stone and mortar, and seems to be mostly intact, other than the bell tower having cracked and fallen off.
Good a place as any.
And if anywhere is bound to have some sort of crazy ass religious tunnels, it'll be a church.
All right.
To
So
church.
we're not going inside to. We're not going to be engaging in mortal combat against the undead.
Not unless it's strictly required. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Okay, good. Just
Hank
give me a
reaches
warning.
behind him and lets loose the little rope around his neck that gets his bat out and starts just kind of twirling it a little.
Be
Does
safe and
the
sorry.
baseball thing, taps it on the ground a couple times.
Ms. Viola, we try to leave violence unless absolutely necessary.
Well, I am much in favor of that. Yes.
Mhm.
Please give me ample warning should a kerfuffle be about to break out.
You just need to stay right by Mr. Sampson, all right?
All right. She looks up at Samson from like knee height.
I got your back.
Shaq looking down at a toddler.
Yeah.
Well, been a while since we've been to church.
Speak for yourself.
Let's go.
So the three of you head towards the church. Or I say three of you because I'm looking at three people. The five of you head towards the church. Elijah is still there, just uncharacteristically quiet.
He's taking a nap.
I
Oh no, he
have-
got turned into a frog.
I have it's like a little backwards baby Bjorn. I just stick him in like the hood of my dress. He's just napping.
I need to bring back the frog mechanic to all my games.
I love the frog mechanic.
That was way back. That was during
Survivor's Complex.
Survivor's Complex, where I just imposed a curse on the group that
If you're gonna be gone for any length of time, you just casually get turned into a frog, and then you're fine the next time.
I love it. Can I prep my holy hand grenade?
Yes.
It is so I don't know exactly how this works, but so I get one from like, 'cause I did that one as a what do you call it, as a long-term project. So
Yeah,
I
you
had the
crafted
holy
it.
hand grenade,
Yeah.
and then I got another design already known with my clockwork beetles. But does that just mean I just have my holy hand grenade? I just got it since I already went through the crafting
Yeah,
process of it.
if you already crafted one, then yes, you already have one
Okay.
that you can use during.
Okay.
It would essentially function if you don't have it on your list as a equipment or an item.
I
you
will
can
add it right now.
You can just add it, and then you'll just mark it off to use it.
Cool.
So the five of you start heading towards the church. There are a few, again, it's not a big town, but you're having to navigate through some of these collapsed or past some of these collapsed buildings. And as you go past some of the intact ones, you also hear some thumping inside and some rustling of being, you can see like fingers moving through like slatted openings in the boarded up windows, some pushing up against the faces, pushing up against the through like the darkness of the doors. You get the sense that there are more of these things in the
church,
in the ruins. Well, in the ruins of the buildings as you pass them.
Oh, okay.
Before you even approach the church.
Got it.
As you come around one of these collapsed buildings, the church sits kind of on a slight rise to the town, like a hilltop that's been built upon with these steps leading up to it. You are currently at the base of, and what was probably once like the town center, the town square. Here, though, the cobblestones that have once formed the walkways or the square have broken through, and you see jagged stones having been like driven up from the ground, like spikes, violently around the base of the hill, almost like the back of a porcupine that kind of rolls over the hillside.
So as if these things like protruded up violently from the ground.
Yes.
Okay. That's new. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, we ain't seen a lot of this before. I don't like this.
Not one bit.
Do we knock?
I'd rather make as little noise as possible.
Same. So, if we run into any more of these undead outsider folks, they don't like the daylight, which is a good thing. Maybe we try to sling these doors open, see what we're looking at.
Yeah. I ain't got a better idea.
Well, if they give us any trouble, holy hand grenade. Holy hand grenade.
Yeah, we'll see how good that thing works, I guess.
Worked pretty well last time. I mean, just muttering to herself.
Okay, so you are just gonna head up and push through the doors.
Is there I don't got survey. I've only got read. Read a person, text, document, or item. Yeah, nah. I don't know survey. Anyone got survey?
Nope.
Hank?
Hell no.
Oh, okay. I was
Nope,
gonna say,
I think we're just going.
giving it the good old
Yep.
college try. All right.
Hank, you get one, I'll get the other.
You're reading my mind.
Alright.
Miss Viola, why don't you just stand behind me while we take care of this?
Well, I'd be happy to.
Stay in the sunlight.
Got it. Finds a beam of sunlight, just like stands in it.
Oh, she looks
finds-
so
she
cute
finds
and
her light.
angelic. Yeah,
Yeah.
find your light.
Find your mark,
God
find your
damn
mark.
actors.
Get your half in the spotlight, babe. What are you doing?
Okay, so yes, the two of you go up towards the large closed doors of the church. As the two of you kind of go and you give it that sort of preliminary push to see if they're going to move, you do feel it's pretty well stuck. You can't tell whether there's just something up against it inside or if it has been barred or locked somehow from the inside. But yeah, it is going to take some effort to get through. So if
I'd love to lead a group action
yeah, absolutely.
because like this is my thing.
Let's do it.
I'm thinking disabled perhaps.
Let's see.
Would like to brawl with the door.
I could. I mean, my stats
Yeah,
are better.
yeah.
I feel like
Break an
disabled is kind of.
item, break an
yeah.
item or obstacle with force or carefully applied sabotage. So yeah, disable works.
I have that.
I got none of that, but I'll help.
Okay, so
If you lead it, then if someone fails, you take the
Stress.
stress for
Okay.
that.
that's fine.
Yes. So you
The
were
grit.
deciding what.
Yeah, the grit.
So the type of team action we decided is disabled. You have the option, Hank, of being like if you're going to command it, if you're going to disable. I assume you're going to roll disable too, leading the action. So everybody is going to roll, and the effect of the roll will determine like on who rolls the best. But keep track if you fail. It is going to be a. I'm going to set the position effect here. And call it risky, and you're just using this through. I'm going to say risky limited effect. So you're going to need a pretty good roll to make this happen in one go.
We can do
Can I
that.
use one of now that I have foresight again? Woohoo! Can I assist? Oh no, it's a group effort, so I can't
Yes.
assist. Never mind. Okay.
I think I'm gonna leave it straight on this. I'm not gonna push myself or anything because I can get a grit back from that, and that might help mitigate some grit loss if we mess it up. Wow,
Do
like
have a
me
6 for
rolling
ya.
2 1s. I rolled 2 1s.
Well, you take that grit. I got a 6 for you though.
That's great. Thank you.
5.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
you'll take 1 point of you'll lose 1 grit
And it wasn't my
Okay,
fault.
for your
Hank
own
trips
failure.
and smacks
Nope.
his head hard in the door. Like right as you're shouldering everybody, and I'm just going, oh shit!
No.
So Samson and Hank, so with a 6 as the best result.
Yeah.
Samson and Hank, you push against the door using all your might. You feel it kind of groaning against the weight, but it doesn't fully give. Nana, I think as you're standing back and using some of your engineering
Found the weak
mindsets
spots.
to this,
Buddy, you're supposed to use your shoulder.
You come up and try to apply a little more force where you can see it giving a little bit better and using your fulcrums. As Nana helps, you hear a bit of like a grinding noise and a shifting. I think the indicators that it is not barred from the inside. There is something inside that is blocking the entrance. but that
Like
is
a bunch of
keeping this
pews or something put up against the door.
Yeah, something's been pushed up against the door. As the two of you push, because I said this is limited, I think you're able to push the doors open just enough to begin to like see through about maybe like an 8-inch gap before it kind of sticks again, and you find yourself not getting much purchase, not being able to push it any further. But you can see inside from where you're at right now. So as the three of you stack up Scooby-Doo style,
Yeah.
appear
Yeah,
in
yeah,
appear into the church. Yeah, what you see that is first and foremost barring the door. It doesn't look like anything's been put here purposefully. It actually looks like some of the stonework from when the bell tower fell collapsed and fell in front of the door here. So you see these massive pieces of stone that are stacked up, and that you have managed to kind of push just enough out of the way. You do see the kind of rotted wooden pews of the that line the center aisle. There's a bit of sunlight coming in. Actually, the center of the room is pretty well illuminated because of the opening in the roof. It leads up to an altar with the stone statue of Morda, this cloaked figure that is illuminated near the back of the room. There's some vestibules, and it looks like the church probably continues. Like it is a larger structure than what you're seeing right now, but you're seeing like the main. What's the word I'm looking for?
There is a word.
There's a word.
There is a
Vestibule?
word. No, it's a word for like the church area, and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it just lost me. I lost it too.
Church.
Anyway, the main building.
Church room.
So yeah, that is what you see right now. There's a
It
lot
says it's
of
called
areas.
The nave.
The nave. Okay.
That's the sanctuary. No, that's not it. What is it? What is it? This is gonna bother me. Keep going.
Nave might be right.
The main room in a church where congregation gathers for worship and
Yeah.
sits and pews is called the nave, derived from
Yeah,
Latin.
that's the nave. Yeah.
It wasn't the one I was thinking of, but okay, let's go.
It's derived from the Latin for ship because it's supposed to evoke the ark.
Interesting.
In case you guys wanted to know.
So that is what you're seeing right now. You also notice, so from where you're at, you could continue to try to push open those doors or somehow force open an entry here. I think it's narrow enough that nobody except for maybe Viola could probably slink through.
That's not happening.
There are windows, the stained glass windows that are set into the sides or the walls that you could probably go around and maybe scale up to, as well as the hole in the roof. And there may be other entrances around the sides of the back of the church. Your biggest obstacle with that is going to be just that jagged, the rocky terrain around the outside that could be kind of dangerous to navigate.
Are there any windows?
That are not stained glass.
Not the stained glass windows.
Or are they just glass, or are they the stained glass that has like the reinforced like iron bits? Because
Like
I'm not above breaking a stained glass window.
Yeah, it's the stained glass that has like the iron kind of lattice work through it.
Okay.
But some of them are already broken. Like you can make out, like, especially the angle that you're looking at off to kind of the left, you can see some of the stained glass is fractured and like the metal is broken away.
Probably pry that off.
I got a crowbar here in my. Can I spend a load?
Sure.
Use my demolitions tools, which I've got like a crowbar and
Yeah, the things that you might need, because you'll have to have a way. These windows are about 20 feet off the ground, so you'll have to get around the side of the church. So navigate the spiky the hillside where the jagged rocks have protruded from, and then climb up there,
Or
and then scale down.
we blow the door open.
Or you do something with the yeah. I mean,
The demolition tools do also, I think, come with a stick of
they
dynamite.
include a stick of dynamite,
Just blow the
a
door open.
nail bomb. There's a nail bomb.
That's rough,
A
buddy.
bomb
Yeah,
of
no shit.
nails.
now have
And
you
then
already used
dip
your
that in
demolition
holy water.
tools?
I have not. I just clicked them just now so that I could
Okay,
use them.
Okay, I saw that were ticked, so I didn't know if you had already used them. Yeah.
Nope,
you could
just take them
definitely-
now.
Well, doesn't that just mean that you have them? Not that
True.
you can't
You
use
just
them
got
again?
them.
It depends, like within reason.
Well, because the demolition
there-
tool is like a whole list of shit.
Yeah, but like if your demolition tools, if we're saying it includes like dynamite, and you use the dynamite,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
say the
don't have
dynamite's gone.
But you still have like the
That's fair.
crowbar and stuff.
The crowbar.
This also
Yeah.
says a vial of nitroglycerin, which is like crazy.
A heavy hammer
Like, okay,
and a
Hitman,
nail bomb.
you can just find those laying around and Hitman throw them at people. It's so funny. Anyway,
and muffins.
Irresponsible.
Muffins.
Who's leaving that?
Nana's got a crowbar in every single one of her purses.
Not
let's be
Hitman.
honest.
I
You know,
never
just in
bring one
case
with
like
me.
during like seasonal changes when you move handbags, she's just got one in each, you know.
Yeah.
Well.
Well.
Yeah. Can we blow the door?
It's gonna make quite a sound, but
Absolutely.
Well, middle of church is already full of sunlight, so I feel like we're literally burning some daylight here.
fair enough.
You may absolutely do that.
Hank mutters a quick little dirty prayer that's just something like, "Oh boy, don't get mad at us for this."
Everybody stand back, please.
Go
Would you both
behind one
mind
of the
just
other
sort of,
walls.
I was gonna say, would you both just mind like congregating around Miss Fowler, like literally holding her both in your steady arms? I would just feel just a little bit better about that.
We'll be alright.
Okay.
We have like a really awkward, like face too close to each other thing with a little violin
You are both
between us.
facing her. She's facing forward, like. gonna be great.
So Nana, we'll do this as another disable roll for you.
Hey.
And we'll call this. It's again going to be risky, but I will give you great effect on this because you're using dynamite to blow open the door.
Yeah.
Just kind of stick it inside.
That's a 3 and another 6. Mwah.
All right.
Van dice.
Okay. So describe to me what you're doing here, how you're setting the charges.
So we've got this little bit of a crack. We're seeing where this fallen, debris is. So just getting in there, basically just trying to put it far enough back that it's not going to totally blow out towards us, more like blow into the space to just move some shit out of the way. So, putting her arm through with the dynamite, like getting it set inside instead of just, right there on the doorstep. How do they describe it in Armageddon? If you put a firecracker in your hand, just burn your hand. But if you close your fists, you blow your hand off.
Mhm.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, that word. Very smart. Nana sets it inside. You put it between some of the rocks. Make sure that the explosion will blow the doors outwards where there's less resistance. You all you set the charges and kind of lay out the line.
Yeah.
Everybody,
And I guess get behind some of these big pointy
Yeah.
porcupine things as cover.
yeah, everybody heads down the hill and gets some cover as you light the fuse and go rushing down behind them. There's a bit of a
Careers.
Big shit-eating grin on her face. You can tell again, she raised Eli for sure.
there's a bit of a pause and delay. A few seconds pass. Then an explosion rocks the surrounding area. All of you cover your ears. Even still, you can feel the blast. You see
Man, it's just going like this.
a chunk of door goes flying overhead and embeds itself into one of the buildings, and you hear from inside that like shrieking noise of some of the undead creatures, the zombies uh inside those buildings as they scatter to get away from the new sunlight. um Dust and rubble kind of rain down around you before it settles, and as the wind carries it away. You look back up towards the church, and you can see the doors having been thoroughly removed from the entryway. Blackened sort of soot stains around the around the door frames. Bits of rock kind of cracking and falling as the dust begins to settle.
Yeah, that'll save you some time.
I love the smell of dynamite in the morning. All right, let's go.
Miss Viola, you might want to write that one down. She says that a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm getting scent of dynamite in the morning. You all head up towards the church.
Mm-hmm.
As you climb your way inside over some of the rubble, yeah, you can see now the full interior. The church here is not too different from the one in Crater's Edge. It's a little smaller just because of the size of the town. But it has a much higher ceiling, like the murals and the stained glass and stuff. Like there's just a little more decoration to the inside, a little more reverence taken to the actual like
Tabernacle. That's the word I was looking for. I'm
Tabernacle.
sorry. I yelled that with force. I am sorry. Tabernacle was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I apologize. That ripped out of me like a demon. I apologize.
We got there. So as you are standing in the center of the church, amidst the pews, some of which have been blown off, blown to the side by the dynamite as well. There are you see the murals, the painted murals that have kind of weathered away. Some of them are still kind of decipherable. Iconography that looks familiar, but painted in a different style, and maybe a little different than what you were used to. You're not sure if that's just artistic differences between whoever designed, built the church, or maybe some differences in worship. Each diocese maybe differs in their depictions and worship of Morta slightly.
Any depictions of this beautiful sword, perhaps?
The sword. Interesting. Yeah, you look around again. It's hard to start. You might have to spend some time kind of going over, maybe cleaning off some of the areas that are now covered in soot. But if you would like to, you could spend some time doing that.
Do we feel like that's worth our burning daylight, or do we just want to start poking around?
I'd love to get as far away from this whole town as soon as possible.
All right, let's just start
Fair
poking
enough.
around.
Okay, so poking around, not doing anything with the murals, though.
It's gonna bother me if I don't look at them.
I know.
I'm gonna look at them.
Again, I
While they
describe
start
what
poking
you
around.
see. Yeah, what you see. It's just you're going to have to take some time to clean them off and sort of try to restore them a bit in order to get more information than what I gave you.
All right, how about this?
It's not splitting up if we're all in the same room.
Exactly. My thought was I can take Eli, who's technically here, and Nana can start poking around like through the vestibules of like checking out other rooms, see if we find a door that goes downstairs or whatever, see a holy sword just lying around, whatever. And then if the two of y'all wanted to stay in the main tabernacle, in the main sanctuary area, and like either wipe stuff off or start peeking around there too. Thoughts?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Nana and Elijah are gonna head back. Yeah, you see they're God, I should have looked up my dictionary of
Church
my reference of
terms?
church terms.
Mm-hmm,
Um but you're heading back into the side rooms of the church,
Yes.
looking to explore like what else might be back there outside of the main nave.
Yes.
While Hank and Samson get to trying to restore and get some more information from some of these murals. So let's start with the nave folk.
Call me.
No K, just an N.
How
There's a
about
difference.
the vestry? A room near the
Vestry.
narrow side altar for storing vestments, linens, and sacred vessels.
That makes sense.
All right, I'm just gonna pull up a reference diagram here so I can. It's been a
what
long
church
time
room's
since
called?
I've had to
What's
be in a
church room called?
Can you tell it's been a while?
Been a while. I went to a non-denominational Christian church. It was in a fucking warehouse for most of it, so no. Sita knows. I made him go sometimes.
Yeah, you think with
Might
my
have been the last time I was in a church.
18 years of Catholic education that I would have retained some of this, but
I don't think this is really the important stuff that they try to teach you.
What name of church room called?
Church room called.
God, there are a lot of diagrams here that aren't giving me a lot of
Just
Latin.
call it the back rooms.
Ooh.
It's the back rooms.
Okay. So the two of you get to work. We'll start there with those of you doing your art restoration. What kind of role do I want to make this?
I'm not going to be good at any of it. Unless I can punch the dust off.
I mean, y'all can make me a pitch for whatever you think that it might be. There's not like one role here. I think that's gonna. You described to me what you were doing and how it might apply. Because I could just call it a read or something. But
do you want to? Is there one that jumps out to you? Because I think I'll probably just help you. That'll probably be the best way to do that.
Read. I would like to read.
okay, yeah.
I just feel like that's the best out of the options.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Just kind
a
of
read.
Yeah, like try clocking what's going on and then just kind of gently try to clear some of this away.
Yeah. So you read and Hank is going to help you.
Yeah, I was seeing if I had like anything that would help with this.
That's a good question. Do you have any items? Or
don't think so.
Use your second pistol.
Well, I haven't even used my first pistol. Oh, wait, what are crafting tools? Oh, here we go. Well, some of this. A loop, a scalpel, tweezers. No. No archaeologist brushes.
No.
That's okay.
Or you just use one of your useful items.
A useful item.
That's 2 load. So that might be
an Indiana Jones satchel full of stuff. Nope, that's okay. I'll just be careful.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just being careful.
Okay, so we'll do read. We'll call it risky standard. And Hank is helping you, so you can either take an additional die or improved effect.
I'll take the die.
Okay.
It's a 6.
Nice. Okay, so while Nana and Elijah wandered off, you, how
We strode away with purpose. There's a difference.
speaking for one of you, for Elijah, not to speak ill of one who ain't here, I doesn't wander anywhere with purpose. Yeah, so how are you envisioning this? How are you helping Hank, or how are you helping Hank? And then Samson, how are you kind of approaching this task?
So they're like murals though. There's not
Mhm.
like a lot of like, it's not like carvings and stuff. Like is it flat?
Oh,
is
like
what
are
I'm
they
asking.
engraved into the wall or just painted?
Yeah.
No, they are painted.
It's just like
onto
flat,
the,
okay.
yeah.
So he's probably got like he does have a gentle touch. So I get it. It's literally the name of the class. But yeah, no, I think we'll just take out. He's got, the thing that the scarf thing that he wears and like a handkerchief and stuff. And so I think is like I'm trying to see what I can make out, and then if anything like particularly catches interest, I'll try to like very gently kind of clean that area. Make sure nothing like wet gets on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know a lot about paintings, but he can do, he can be gentle.
Yeah. Surgical. The and Hank,
Vice
I imagine,
Purveyor is a surgeon.
Hank, you're helping, kind of following instructions, maybe like pulling things over that Sam's gonna
Right.
climb on top of and get to higher reach places. Okay, you clean away some of like the dust, and like there's some areas where maybe just water getting in from passing rain have damaged the paintings, and other areas where just dust has clung to it, and you're just being very delicate trying to brush that away so you can see the painting underneath. One of the biggest murals that you come across, you rolled a 6, right?
Yes.
One of the biggest murals that you find is actually behind the altar. Oh, good. One is behind the altar, and
that does seem like it would be important. That would be the important one, huh?
yeah.
Listen, the churches I went to didn't have this kind of stuff, okay? We didn't have stained glass. We didn't have murals. I went to a Baptist church in the middle of fucking nowhere, Alabama. Come on, guys. I don't know.
You begin to clean away, starting from like the furthest reaches up top, and this thing goes up like 60 feet, so you're not gonna be able to get all of it. But
if you stack me and Hank on top of each other, we can reach up pretty high.
Yeah, you get about like 20 feet up between like everything you're stepping on and stuff. Oh, it looks like we've got a Wally joining the call. Can we seamlessly bring Wally in, or do we need to take a quick break?
In theory, yeah, actually.
It's up to you. I just didn't want to hit the admit button until I had permission.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's get Wally in.
Do they know we're live?
Hello, Wally, we're live.
Oh my gosh. You guys aren't going to believe this, but everybody was in the right order in Zoom already.
Oh, dang.
Incredible.
Chat, you saw that happen, right? You saw that fucking seamless shit happen?
Magical.
You saw that,
See,
right?
I had full faith in you. That's
you
why
saw
I said
that? No one was going to believe me otherwise.
That's why we did it live, so you could prove
I'm
your.
gonna edit this part out of the YouTube video.
just like when Bill Murray ate some of your soup.
Yeah. Wally, we blew the door off of the church, and Eli.
We did try to push
Nana,
it open first.
We did try to push it open first.
Too much stuff anyway.
But we blew up the door, and now we are poking around. So Nana and Eli are poking around in the vestries.
Okay.
That's the word?
Vestries, got it.
And these guys are looking at the murals that are strangely, a little different than the shit that we've seen in Crater's Edge's church.
Yeah, Sam, so you are in the apse of the church, which is the area behind the altar. I think that's how you say that word. APSE.
Well, the ones closer to the ground are the monkeys. Because they're littler.
Because they're tiny.
Okay.
I think that's the difference between apes and monkeys. And if it's not, I don't care. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I know too many things as it is.
Well, okay.
I don't
Apes
wanna
don't
know.
have tails. Apes don't have tails. Monkeys have tails. That's how you know the difference.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure I said I didn't want to know.
Well, guess what? That's too damn bad. You'll thank me later.
Kick Wally out of the call. I'm going to go back to four people.
All right. Bye, Wally.
Bye, guys.
Banished to the Shadow Realm.
So
Anyway, that was a
you-
seamless transition.
Yes.
Beautiful.
You
Cleaning
guys
off
would never
the,
even know.
cleaning off the mural back here. You see a pretty familiar depiction as you're cleaning from like the top down of a figure on a hillside. That same robed figure. You know this as like the depiction, and this is a pretty like classical depiction of the prophet Morda receiving revelation from the olden gods, holding above him a book and the like shining, magical presence, like gifting this revelation to him. It's something that you have seen plenty before, as you are kind of like cleaning the rest of it off. Nothing that immediately would be like valuable to you in that moment. But as you are working your way down and seeing the rest of it, like the depiction of the rolling like the dunes of the desert, and the depictions of the followers of Morda like kneeling at the base of the hillside, you brush off some of the paint here, and maybe do it a little bit rougher than you mean to, and it sort of scrapes away. As it does, you reveal that there is a second layer of paint underneath.
Okay, it's seriously giving Indiana Jones.
What'd you see there, Samson?
These murals are painted over something else.
Oh, hell. Just keeps getting better.
You pray?
That's a weird question to ask me.
Just,
I don't know what I'd call it praying.
Hey, just ask for forgiveness on my behalf.
Already done.
Let's scrape some more of it away. Gently. See if I can kind of like separate the layers a little bit. Who's under Jesus?
Under Jesus.
Under
Sounds like a wrestler
Yeah.
name.
yeah. He's the Undertaker's nemesis.
The Undertaker.
Because he just
Undertaker.
keeps bringing him back to life. It takes 3 days, but
Well, you've only got 3 minutes.
that's under Jesus. It only takes him 3 minutes to bring people back to life.
From our family to yours, happy Easter from GGK.
But you, we do got Easter going up.
I didn't even think about the fact.
Hey, that's
Yep.
next. I think it's next week.
No, it's this Sunday.
What's this
Oh,
Sunday?
fuck.
Yeah, it's this Sunday.
No, it's the 5th.
It's this Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, under Jesus can bring them back in 3 minutes, but they have to be in the cage.
Yeah, they gotta be in the pitch. Absolutely.
Like, this is good. TM, chat, don't tell anybody about this. Because our next campaign is going to be about wrestlers. For
The specific
Sure.
wrestler Jesus.
Just for Wrestler Jesus.
Specifically Wrestler Jesus.
Oh, God.
Who is Wrestler Jesus's like nemesis? It can't just be Satan.
Well,
That's
the
God's
Antichrist.
nemesis.
It's the Antichrist.
Mm.
know, 'cause-
Well, see here.
And it's in the name Antichrist.
I guess that's true. Sometimes the answer is very simple, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Anyway,
Nigga Jesus.
Nigga Jesus.
Oh my god, I
Oh,
can't believe
man.
Easter is this weekend.
It was rather perfect, y'all.
It's awesome.
anyway, so
Oh,
getting
God.
back to
As we
doing.
continue to deface a church.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you begin to scrape away the painting on the paint on top to reveal what's underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you do, it sort of like it flakes away, and you see much older sort of painting beneath it.
Crazy if it was new. Sorry.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I don't know what's
Be
wrong with me today.
wild.
I'm sorry.
This paint, like what you see on top or like depicted over it, is again this very classical like depiction, very kind of like there's not like a lot of detail to it, meant to be viewed from afar and something that the followers and the people of the church here would be accustomed to seeing. Underneath you see a greater level of detail, in a different artist's hand. I think you can tell, look at this, I don't know how much experience Samson would have looking at like fine art, but you can tell just from a layman's perspective that somebody else painted this other than who did the mural on top. The mural underneath is the same. It is the same shape and the same patterns as the one above. Still the hillside rolling up to a figure standing atop it. But what you see instead is where Morda is depicted holding the book, is instead like of facing away, where you see like the back turn and like back of the head looking up towards the heavens. You see looking forward. You don't see a face. Morda's never depicted with a, you never see the features of Morda's face, just sort of like neutral underneath the cowl of a cloak, but instead has the attention like shifted forward, and instead of raising up to receive revelation, seems to be directing like these powers forward, to where you see the followers of Morda, where they were arranged and kneeling before, are instead depicted as like soldiers engaged in a great battle at the base of this hill. And you see this depiction of these followers of Morda that are driving down this opposing army. The features of this army are that of like metallic, like suits of armor painted in like dark colors, blacks and dark grays. Whereas the followers
Still
of
that
Morda,
same like medieval stuff, or was
Yeah.
this like
y-
they're not
they
in
are-
like
yeah.
power armor?
No, not
Okay.
not in power armor.
Okay.
But you see, I mean, the followers of Morda are as well. Like this is all older, like medieval, like ancient equipment. Like the followers of Morda are like in light vestments and silver gleaming like plate armor, and all of it seeming like to match with like the time and the era that this would be depicting. But you see them fighting this battle, driving this army down. Sort of think of like the old like Renaissance paintings of like the Archangel Gabriel,
Like the paintings of the Crusades,
no, but like
in which they very much depict themselves winning.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I guess you could say similar to that. But like I was thinking the old like I was painting Michelangelo, but like the
I can know what style you're
Michael defeating the serpent. Like
I know
that.
it's giving Lord of the Rings, but okay,
Yeah,
we could do that.
that too.
We could do church if you want.
Sure. It is the
I know what you mean though, like
Battle of Helm's
stylistically.
Deep. Yeah.
The Battle of
Um,
Helm's Deep. Now see, that's my religion.
But yes, but you see at the bottom of this painting, the figure that is being has a spear of light being driven through them as they are being cast down. You see one figure in this dark armor that's depicted much larger than the rest. That has the spear of light being driven through them as they are falling into darkness of this painting. So as you pull it away, it depicts what has been painted over, essentially the scene of some sort of holy battle or holy war.
Huh.
Well, now, why would they go and paint over that?
I don't know. It's been a while, but I don't remember that from the stories.
The most key element, though, that I think you would probably be drawn to as you're revealing the last of the painting, what is as this person is falling, sort of between them, the beam of light, almost like it's being reflected off of it. You see a white sword that is seemingly being fallen from like released from the grasp of the general who is being slain in this depiction, but is catching the light that has been cast or used to smite them in this moment.
I just point to it. That sword might be older than we thought.
You, now might be one of them times try that thing that you're not so fond of. All right, then. I'm going to walk towards the mural. I'm going to put one hand on my chest where the symbol would be, and I want to put my hand on the mural, specifically over the sword, and kind of bring my hand down towards the figure. Okay. I want to try to attune and see if I get anything from stats.
Okay. All right. Let's do attune. We'll call this risky again. And yeah, we'll say risky standard.
Yep, cool. I'm just gonna free roll it. Come on, baby. Nope, I got a 2. I'm rolling like shit
Good
today.
Lord, buddy.
Okay. Okay. You lay your hand on the depiction of the sword, trying to tune the forces around you. As you do, you can feel a connect, like this light, this holy energy that is being depicted here, this smiting of this foe of Morda. You feel a resonance there, like a warmth. But only briefly. As an ice cold begins to creep through your fingers, and you try to pull away from the wall, but the tips of your fingers feel frozen to it. At Samson, you watch as you see ice beginning to form and creep its way up Hank's arm as it seems to be freezing in place.
I think maybe you should let go now.
I'm trying. Samson. I'm not fucking around. Get me off this fucking wall.
Can I pull him off?
Okay, you go to pull him off. So here's what I'm going to say. This will be essentially your consequence here was going to be taking a level harm. a level 2 harm specifically.
Dang, I should have assisted. Could have used my
But you are
ability.
going to so Samson, you can essentially do a protection
I'm gonna
roll,
try.
or well, yeah, so the way this works in game mechanics, because I know it's been a while, Hank can either roll to resist, or Samson, you can go to protect, in which case you are suffering the consequences instead of him, but you can also choose to resist it instead.
Yep, I'm gonna do it.
I'm also happy to say, if we're like game mechanics wise, it's better for Hank to actually do the resistance, and we just want to say that Samson grabbing it was more of like a flavor thing. I'm fine with that too. But
I'm trying to protect him.
What resistance roll would it be?
Guts.
I think it's going to be a prowess resistance.
Oh, I'll resist.
Okay.
Don't you even worry about it. I can
Alright.
resist.
Yeah.
For flavor, then.
For flavor, you are going in and trying to pull him off the wall there.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 5. So
A 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So you only take 1 point of grit. I'm still going to give you a level 1 harm, but you aren't going to get a level 2. And we'll just call that like frostbite, essentially.
Frostbite.
Ouchies.
Dang, I
as-
should have assisted. I could have used my ability.
Oh, what was your ability?
I have snake oil miracles. It's when you assist or engage in a group action with someone, they can ignore a harm penalty.
I'm happy, like, again, we're getting back into this. I'm going to retroactively say that you want to spend the grit to say that Samson takes no harm, or that Hank takes no harm. I'm happy to do that.
Mm.
To say that you would have, because you would have had to do it.
I would have to
well,
say I was assisting.
Or what the group action was. Oh, to protect instead.
Yeah.
Got it.
When you assist.
Because
or
assist,
engage in
protect,
a
and lead a
action.
group and engage. Okay. What is the language on there exactly? Let me pull it up.
When you assist or engage in a group action with someone, they may also ignore 1 harm penalty.
Oh, group actions.
I know group
Got it.
action is not the same as assisting. If you go down to the teamwork section,
Yeah.
they're separate.
I was
It's
getting
both.
confused. So teamwork is the overarching.
Yes, but it's
umbrella.
not protect and not set up, but it is for assisting in group
Okay.
actions. But I
Yeah, I'm fine if you want to spend the grit to say that you did that retroactively, but also we can just roll with it the way it is.
What do you want, Hank?
I mean, I'm okay either way. Like, having a level 1 harm kind of sucks, but also I heal really fast. Like, how are you feeling on your grit?
I have 5 left, I think.
Lucky.
I have 5
I've been-
left.
Swirling around the toilet of 2 all session.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Since you said it was okay.
Yep. I'm fine with that. Again, we're getting back in the swing of
That
things.
snake oil. Snake oil miracle. So pull him away just in time.
Oh, hell. Maybe you're more right about this shit than I thought.
You alright?
Oh,
Let me see. Look at his hand. Flip it over. You'll be alright.
well. I think we can safely say there's a connection.
I think you're right about that. Maybe let's not do that again.
Maybe that's not. Should we go catch up with Eli and Nanners?
Yeah, they're gonna want to know about this. Sure you're alright?
I'll be alright. Thank you, Samson.
Of course. I'm off. Put a glove on for a bit.
I think I own gloves.
I'll hand him my gloves. I don't know if they'll fit you exactly, but I don't want that getting worse.
The two of you head to catch up with Nana and Elijah. You've headed back into the church. Elijah, you finally have your speaking voice back. the
He aspirated a fly, so he's just been real.
Oh,
that's the wings curse.
Yes.
No, not again.
Narrow hallways that again, same stone construction. See a few rooms with like archives and storage areas and private quarters for the priests here. You see, so really 3 different areas for you to go to. There is the and one passageway leads you to the church archives. Another passageway leads you to the private living quarters. The third leads you towards the like the crypts, where the followers would have been entombed.
Nana, what exactly are we looking for?
Sword.
Sword. Okay. Think it's just gonna be lying around in one of these rooms just
No.
randomly? Probably gonna be hidden or some kind of shit.
Hank had that, vision about something down underground. I'm a little worried that we're gonna have to go look in a crypt.
Oh, yeah. They're probably, if I was like kind of hiding, kind of like, something like that, I'd probably bury it in a cemetery or a crypt.
Well, we had that. The priest, Cravel, they refused to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do we know if they died and were buried here?
You do not know, yeah, because the information you found was that the priest running the church, who I know is Father Cravel, was vehemently against the purchase, spoke out publicly against selling the town to the railway. But you do not know what his fate was after.
What
It was
became of
presumed
him?
that he would have been transferred to a different parish, but there's no record of where he ended up.
You said one of the doors was like to like the priest quarters.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to check around the priest quarters for any like.
Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah, looking for anything associated to old Gravel.
Okay. Let's do a.
Could we call this a hunt? Since
Yeah,
we're hunting for that goddamn sword.
Yeah, gather information.
Oh, yeah.
about a target. Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll call this again risky standard.
I got 2 pips in that. What do you have?
I've got 1. You want to
Okay.
lead an action?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, we'll do a teamworky. And
Okay.
A 4.
a
'Cause
five.
I got double 4s.
Okay, so
Mixed success?
Yeah. Yeah, so you head into the small living quarters for the priests here. Essentially it's broken off into 2 separate areas, like semi-private living quarters. One has a few bunks in it, that's for like the junior priests, and then there was a back area that's just through like an alcove that has like a desk and more refined living space for whoever the senior priest would have been here, which you would know that would have been Father Gravel. The beds here, and as with everything else, are decayed and disused. You see kind of moth-eaten and rotted away. There were even some signs of like old vestments that were hanging from hooks along the walls, that also just would have rotted away in place. You can still see some tattered remnants laying there, things that were just left behind.
Anything on his desk? Or in
Yeah.
his desk?
You head over to the desk. and search around through that. You pull out one of the drawers and just cracks and breaks, and everything just like falls out of it.
Figured.
You hunt around through the paperwork. Just gonna do a fortune roll here since you got a mixed success.
Okay, doke.
You want me to do it because I was leading it?
No, I'm just gonna roll fortune.
Okay.
Let me see. One die. Okay, so 3. You find a copy of the contract, like the proposal, not specifically addressed to anyone. It looks like this probably would have just been presented to the townsfolk as maybe like a pamphlet from the railway, laying out the terms of like what the settlements would have been for the people, residents of the town, business owners, things like that, laying down a lot of like dry kind of bureaucratic stuff. So you find a copy of that. You see a letter of response from the head of the church, or from like the offices of like the papal office, that looks to be responding to Father Crabble, and essentially lays out like His Holiness appreciates your request for intervention with these the transaction that's occurring. However, the concerned parties, the legitimate business means, yada yada yada, like essentially laying out that he seemed to have written to them asking them to intervene to block this the town being sold, and they denied his request. But you do see reference there to like, we will ensure that as the Monsignor of this diocese and head priest, we will find you the station befitting your devotion to the church and your many years of service, and lays out like a few cities and locations that they would like that he could have his pick of moving to, or being reposted at.
However, go ahead. I was gonna say, however, since it looks like none of this shit got packed up, probably safe bet that he didn't end up taking them up on that.
Yeah, it does not. Nothing. You would know based on speaking with Father Don or Monsignor Donahue that if he had gone to one of those, then there would have been some record of it. Like, people would have known that he just never did. Just sort of disappeared.
Okay.
For a guy that's not supposed to be here, sure looks very much lived in.
Let's keep looking. We'll save the crypt for when everybody's back together again.
Okay.
Hey, you don't think that crypt has more of those, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Everything dead in this town seems to be alive again, so I wouldn't doubt it. That's what this is for. Holy hand grenade. Holy hand grenade. Holy hand grenade.
All right. Blows up the shotgun.
Got a problem with that?
No, it's just, not many things I'm afraid of. And
The Walking Dead. Small.
Yeah, so it's the knee-jerk reaction. If I'm afraid of it, I'm gonna kill it. And well, just facing my fear and all.
in this case, your knee-jerk reaction of shooting undead things, I think is appropriate.
Right. Well, undead-looking things.
That doesn't mean that you get to shoot old man Wallace down at Bucky's. That man's like 102 years old and looks like
Yeah.
death. So you don't get to shoot him.
That we know of. I'm just saying, one day that limb is gonna fall off, and he's gonna pick it right back up and attach it onto his body, and keep walking, and that's when I'm gonna be pointing at everyone saying, "I told you so."
Until then.
Till then.
Okay. We'll go
Lots of
back to
movies.
the main sanctuary.
Okay. So leaving the room, heading back towards the main sanctuary. You still have the archives and the catacombs to go
Yes.
through.
Mhm.
You see walking your way Samson and Hank, looking a little chilly.
What happened?
Y'all all right?
I cleared away some of the murals, and he'll just explain.
Yeah. Gives you the rundown of what happened.
So he
Something
cleared away a
really-
fresco, and then Hank got all frozen.
About the gist of it.
Sorry, I'm just shocked you know the word fresco.
Well, I know stuff about art. I like to read books. Maybe be an outlaw, but ain't not well read.
Anyway, yeah, it was pretty fucked up. But I guess it also kind of means we're on the right track. And
Well,
Things
we
alright.
found some. We found some stuff, I guess, right, Nana?
Doesn't look like the Father Cravel ended up leaving town. So either he's dead or undead, or both. Neither. Don't know. There's a crypt, and there's an archive. We want to peruse that archive real quick before we check that crypt for a big old sword.
How much time we got left in the day?
God, how much time do we have left in the day?
Let's see. I think with everything y'all been doing, it's probably like mid-afternoon right now.
Okay.
So you probably have like maybe 4 or 5 hours till sunset.
oh, we can hurry it up. We can split up.
Let's take no more than an hour in the archive, and then we'll all head to the crypt together, just in case.
I can read pretty fast.
We could just poke our head in the crypt, and then if shit just starts coming at us, we know to just close that door up too. I don't know.
If anything, we just throw Hank in there, and then he can look around and come back
Hey.
out.
Eli.
Maybe not.
It's an idea.
Oh, I do not.
All right,
relish
quick
the idea
library
of
trip.
going underground. I don't like small spaces.
You want to head into the archives.
Mhm.
Before we get into that, I think we should go and take our break there
All right.
real quick. So,
Already?
thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes to continue our session. Meantime, go to snack, get some water, stretch, whatever you need to do. We'll be back here real soon. Until then, stay tuned. Welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us while we took our break. We're going to go ahead and jump back in as the group continues to explore the abandoned church in Dustvale. I'm gonna put on some spooky music. here.
I always think you're gonna say Duskfall.
In Dustfall, we're back. baby.
It's like the darkest house.
Surprise!
We have to
You
go
open
back.
a door, and suddenly you're back in Dustfall.
Fucking ghosts everywhere. RJ's here trying to blow everything up,
Yeah.
Drink everything.
or both.
It would be fun for me to run a campaign where the antagonists of the campaign are just the prior groups, a prior group of characters. Like if I ran another game in Dustfall and just made the obedient servants the bad guys.
Honestly, real talk, I forgot we were called your obedient servants.
Yeah. Or if I did another Dragon Age game and made Red
Just
Jenny
Red Jenny.
the bad guys.
Hell yes.
Or
That'd be
we're the
real
bad
fun.
guys, actually, and they're trying to
Yeah.
stop us. Then we
Yeah.
get to be Blue Justin.
Yeah.
Can we do a one shot where we play as them? That would be really
Blue
fun,
Justin.
actually.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. I'd
Yeah.
be here for that.
Anyway,
Just leave around like,
please
what
don't
does
chew on
fuckers
my
do
toes.
now?
Okay, you're done. You're done. We don't chew on toes in this house. You're done. Bye. It's a cat for anyone who was concerned.
No, fair
It's
enough.
not like a weirdo under. Well, there is a weirdo under my desk, but he is a cat. Sometimes I should just mute my microphone.
Cut that.
Actually, don't clip that. Put that all over the internet. I don't give a shit.
You think I fucking care?
I fucking care.
Alrighty. So
I was
the
like, shut up.
you have reconvened, got everybody caught up on what you found, and are heading into the archives. You walk into this archive chamber, which is set aside like the eastern wall or like one of the far walls of the church. There's actually like a little gap. It's slightly underground, and there's a gap in the near the top of the wall where you can see through the grates out to the sun, the sky outside. It is getting, like I said, about mid-afternoon, so the shadow's getting a bit longer, but you have a few hours of daylight still. The archives, though, are about 6 rows of low-lined shelf or cabinets with drawers that are dated over a far period of time, like historical archives for any sort of textbooks, correspondence, even predating the church itself, or this church itself, dating all the way back like a couple hundred years. Just anything that the priests here would have been studying or would have collected that would have been donated. You can see through some of the in some of the drawers that are partially open or have kind of fallen away. It's not just documents. There are some small little relics and that have been tagged or are in small little like containers that have date stamps on them. Anything of historical significance that the priests here would have retained. It's in a much the same shape as the rest of the church, though, where some of it's pretty well in fine condition. Others have collapsed and broken in on themselves and fallen into disuse.
Well, as the one who can read,
There it is.
You can read, boy. I just probably not as good as you.
You all want to hunt around in here? See what you can find?
I'm going for the oldest shit in the room.
I'm not
Sure.
touching anything.
That, you know what? That's fair.
That's
That
smart.
might
That is
be
smart.
for the
You just-
best.
I stand
Yeah.
outside of the room.
Actually, why don't you just let Hank? You can read, right?
Eh,
Yeah, you want to just stay. You want to just keep watch. That okay? That's yeah. All right. That's okay.
Oh, buddy.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going for the.
Hank's feeling extra dumb and useless after the painting incident.
Oh. Samson just thinks he's scared. Just like that's fair. I'd be scared too. No, actually, I think he says that. I think legit like puts a hand on Hank's shoulders. Like, listen, I'd be freaked out too, buddy. It's all right.
Yeah.
Why don't you keep watch?
So, do we want to do a group action, or is Samson just going to take this on?
We can do a group action.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
like because I've described the mural underneath the mural, and so I think I'm assuming that's kind of the direction that we're looking
Taking
for.
things.
So I'll kind of
Yeah.
like delegate, I guess. That's not really the right word, but kind of be like,
Yeah.
this is kind of what we're looking for. Let's split up. Hank is gonna keep. Oh wait, can Viola help with this? She loves books.
Yeah, that's right.
This is her
I-
thing.
I will. So as an amputee, she can't roll dice or add.
Can I
anything.
like
That's
have
what she
Can we have like an extra dice?
I will- I'll increase your
throw the
effect.
Pokeball
Ah!
summon Viola.
I'll
Sweet.
increase your effect here.
She's
Viola
writing a
goes-
book. Of course she reads them.
Yeah.
Viola looks. Oh, this might be some great material for my research. Do you mind if I assist as well?
Oh, Miss
I know I'm supposed to be
Viola.
sort of a neutral observer to things. I'm really trying to leave only footprints, take only memories. But if you don't mind,
All right, Girl Scout. No, it's your book. I think we'd all very much appreciate your help.
yay. Yeah, so I will let you roll with a.
Does she have perfectly round spectacles, just like her perfectly
They're-
round body?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
She's all
perfect.
circles.
She's
Yeah,
all
all
circles.
circles.
All
She's
circles.
a great circle.
Yeah.
Sphere.
A great
Just-
circle is actually a real mathematical thing that exists. I learned this from watching a streamer play Indiana Jones and the Great
She is
Circle.
holy. Okay, sorry.
Better than the good circle.
And yep. Yeah, that's the one with the hot fake nun in it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
That has
let's
nothing to do with this.
Oh.
This is the bad place.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, who's leading the hunt
All right.
or the
I-
read?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
this is good because this is a group action. So if anybody is gonna take harm,
So if someone gets a paper cut,
I got you.
Samson's ready for it.
I can fix it. Don't worry.
If
Okay.
someone rolls ones, or 2 ones, I'm gonna
Lordy.
impose on them. the
Do y'all have
nastiest
anything
paper
in
cut.
read? Am I about to fuck myself over?
No, I have hunt. That's
I have
it.
hunt.
Oh,
yeah, I've hunt.
Or I have nothing in hunt. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good.
Well, if we
I'm not worried
just
about
want to do Samson rolling with Viola's assistance, then
Let's
that's fine,
do
too.
that to
Maybe
me.
y'all just wait and we'll kind of narrow it down.
Or Samson's gonna come out of this very stressed out.
Yeah.
Samson, like
I got
Eli looks
worried
for
for a
the
second.
Eli goes to the graphic novel section and just sits down in there.
Yeah, the graphic novel section that they have in this church because they do.
Yeah, he's looking for the graphic
Can I
novel
spend
section.
a token?
Yeah, but they're like
To put a
the,
little
um,
manga section.
They're
What-
Christian though. They're like
Well, yeah, they're all about
yeah.
Morta and his
Listen,
bizarre
you know,
adventures.
you know what that
Yeah.
means? Okay, you want to know what Christian manga means?
The
That
Chick
means
Tracts? Is that
15
what I'm
different
thinking of?
versions of Pilgrim's Promise. All right, that's all Christian comics
Nope,
are.
that's not
it.
true.
God.
There are some chip tracks in there.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the chip
Yeah.
tracks. There's the one that hates D&D.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys I own a DVD copy of Dark Dungeons? Okay, we can't talk about this right now. We
We
can
can't.
talk. Put a pin in that. We can talk about that later. My brother bought it for me one time. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Okay, Miss Viola. Is it help? I don't know. I'll ask her because I'm respectful. Do you just want to roam, or I imagine you
Oh,
can't reach most of the shelves?
I can't reach most of the shelves. So if you want to
May I
either
lift
set me
you
up on
up?
top of them, or you can just hand things down to me.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
It's not going to offend my sensibilities if you pick me up and place me places. I'm very used to it.
All right, but as long as I have your permission,
You do.
great. I think we're gonna make a fine team.
I'm used to it.
I love her. I'm so glad she's dating Eli.
Oh, the mean kids around town pick me up and place me up on top of things without asking all the time. I got stuck on top of a mailbox for 3 days once.
3 days.
Mailbox.
Oh well. Honey, you're with the right crowd now. I would like to inform you that I've rolled 2 6s.
Woo!
Okay.
This dream team right here. Samson and Smile.
God damn right.
It's very. Did we just become best friends?
I think we did. Never had a best friend before.
I'm honored and delighted.
Whoa.
That
We can
Samson
get
would have said it
matching
much more
tattoos.
sincerely. I got distracted by clicking on something. How do tattoos work? We're all extremely furry.
Friendship bracelets.
I like that. I like that.
Oh gosh.
She's not leaving. She's staying around for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, we've adopted her.
Yeah, I mean, y'all could make her a cohort.
We could.
Yeah, as an
We
expert.
really could.
And she could do research for us.
She
Yeah.
could.
Oh my god, that's actually a really good idea.
That's a really good
it's
idea,
actually
actually.
really smart
Actually,
idea.
That is really
legitimately a
smart.
really good idea.
Yeah.
All right, I pick her up and I set her on my shoulder so she can kind of see everything.
Yeah, so you start going through everything. What are you looking for specifically?
Man, I don't know.
Fucking-
Even though it was a fail, Samson doesn't know it was a failure. Like, something that Hank did reacted with the mural. We know we're looking for the sword. Clearly, there's way more to the story than anybody has either told us or knows. So we're going for the old shit.
Mhm.
The old, like the old stuff, the stuff that is like even from like before this era, like the original stuff. That no King James Bible, no translations. We're going deep. I want the Latin.
Got it. Yeah, so you
I
start
want to
going
know
through
more
things.
his last name. I want to know his social security number. I have to do that bit. I have to do that bit every time.
Every time.
Yeah, so you start going through the archives. You're starting with the oldest stuff. So
I do think everybody can tell Samson is like legitimately interested in this. He doesn't get to just sit and read books that much,
Yeah.
and he likes to read.
So you go through the archives here. Like I said, there's some documents.
Oh wait, he's got
There's
little
some-
reading glasses. I said that before.
Yeah.
Let me put those on.
Some just like small relics of things, like the metatarsal of a saint and that kind of stuff.
I just always
around
thought
here.
that was kind of weird, but
It's a little weird.
because wasn't the whole thing that like saints weren't supposed to decompose, right? And so they would
Not necessarily. That
Why
is that is a miracle that
like some of
has
them.
happened,
But
yeah,
not like all,
well,
not like if you're a saint, like okay.
that's
I
not
don't
like a across the board sort of thing.
Like I said.
Yeah.
Southern Baptist.
The
The stuff they told us about Catholicism was buck wild.
Exactly. Y'all were the boogeyman to us.
Boo!
What you want
Gonna get ya.
is the Pentecostals. Those are the ones that have the snakes.
Anyway,
Remind me later. Put a pin in that.
you
I'll
start
tell you
going
about the time I went to a
through-
Pentecostal service with a friend of mine.
you start going through some of the documents and stuff here. A little bit of a history lesson, just things you might have forgotten. I think this is timeline stuff that I gave all of you at the start of the game, but old records that you go through of some of the first written documents, with the foundations of the Church of Morda. Religious practice, like the Church of Morda has only been in existence for the better part of like 150 200 years, somewhere around there. but they worship the same gods that have been worshipped in the olden world for centuries and millennia.
Morta's just like the addition,
Yeah,
the Jesus of it all.
Yeah, so the idea is that the people of the olden world worshipped their own gods and had varying different beliefs and customs and practices for a long time. A philosopher mystic known as Morda received revelation and prophesized the doom of the world. And his teachings and those prophecies and revelations they received became the foundation for the Church of Morta. The Church of Morta. It started out as
Captioner
the cult.
Cannot get Morta. It says Mordor every single time.
I'm sure. But specifically, it founded what was originally the cult of Morta, which then grew into this religious cornerstone. Essentially started as a doom cult and preached the salvation of the people of Olden through the first god, which is the oldest god of the Chronos of
the Chronos of it all.
The Chronos of it all. The originating god of
the progenitor god
of the exactly. He wrote and documented these teachings in the Black Book, which became the Bible and the cornerstone of this cult and eventually the church. So it was shortly thereafter, probably about 50 years later, that the first outsiders arrived. So there's lots of writings and stuff here, letters.
I have a question. So what type of being is Morta? Because you don't ever see his features, but he's a generally humanoid. How is he depicted? Depicted.
Morta is depicted differently depending on who is depicting him. Fauns typically, faun communities depict him as a faun. Goblin communities depict him as a goblin. It has been lost as to there's no unifying principle of what species Morta belongs to.
In the mural that we found underneath, I know it was back to.
You could not tell.
You just can't.
It was a cloaked figure. He is typically depicted as a cloaked figure.
Was he small, big,
The perspectives are hard to tell because it's that it's that old
purposely vague.
Medieval kind of perspectives where there's no realism to it.
No depth.
It's largely impressionistic.
Got it.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm following.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about
you didn't have big horns coming out of the cloak or something.
No.
Just a vague sort of figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you might see depictions of Morta where he might have horns like a faun or a minotaur.
Because nobody really knows.
Yeah, again.
So everybody's gonna say he looks like us.
Yeah.
So in other words, there is no equivalent of hobgoblin Morta or there's Black Jesus.
I know there's specifically
there is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So every group would sort of depict Morta as
differently.
I was gonna say Black Jesus. You mean Jesus? You mean white
Jesus?
I was literally gonna say. You know how we do white Jesus?
Yeah.
The difference here is that it's not everyone in Olden depicting him as white Jesus, and then a small subset of people being no, he actually wouldn't, but that doesn't make any sense.
Nobody argues about it. Everybody's just well, it could have been.
It could have been anyone. Nobody knows because there is no documented historical evidence as to where Morta came from. It's
Jackson County, Missouri.
His origins are largely unknown.
That's where the Garden of Eden was.
So anyway, the first outsiders arrived, and the Great War, the like echoes of it, the beginning, the prelude to it, kind of officially began around the time that the cult, or shortly after the cult was founded. So there's a lot of communication and things that you're reading here that sort of overlap between the two of teachings and writings that are saying this is the doom that Morda prophesized, and we need to unify.
So like the outsiders
That-
coming saying, "Hey, it's the end of the world."
This is the end of the world, and that's why that is largely, and
demons
there's some
showed up.
academic writings and stuff here where that is given a lot of the credit to the cult becoming the church, becoming the cornerstone of olden society and rising to like a monolithic institution, is because
Is he said
people
end of the
believe-
world and stuff actually happened.
Yeah, and it's like, oh shit, he was right, we need to do
Not
what
the rapture's
Morda's
coming, but whoops, we were using the wrong calendar and Jesus didn't know. Do you guys know about this? Put a pin in it. We'll talk about it later.
We can't keep doing this.
And we absolutely, I
the-
can talk about it right now if you'd like.
No,
No.
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 Uh,
pin.
so anyway, you get through some of this and begin reading further on, like past the founding of the church, the beginnings of the war, about like 100 years after that, and going through all of this, and you find in descriptions or some of the more recent documentation, once you get through all of that, to around, where would it have been, around like 135 to 140 AD, which would have been, I think by our counts, like a little over 100 years ago.
Okay.
Where some of the battles, like the White City had been captured, the war had like split the continent at that point, with the outsider armies encroaching upon like the western expanses of Olden. And there was a lot more, I think, like Civil War kind of letters of soldiers being written and things like that in here as well. Really mix of history. Like the fact that this archive is lost is a
Goddamn
travesty
shame.
in and of itself. Like there's a lot of really good history here.
Yeah, Samson's putting a pin in that.
You read a couple of things because you rolled a crit success. So
I
just gonna give
did.
you everything.
Thank you, Viola.
You read a couple of things that are interesting. One, there is an account from a soldier of one of the last battles in the that before the war, before the push to for the outsiders began to lose, like one of the turning points in the war that you know of because you read about this a bit, like when you were borrowing some of Mac's stuff, is a very pivotal battle that took place where Dustvale currently sits. And you read about this the battle between the armies of Olden and the armies of the outsiders, and just a brutal conflict that took place here. The weather turned bad. There's description of like storms that begin to roll through the area, like that essentially pinned the and flooding that took place that essentially pinned the two armies here, and led to them essentially just fighting to the death. There was no routing, there was no retreat, there was nowhere for anyone to go, so they were just forced to fight each other. And in this brutal conflict, the Olden armies ended up prevailing. But the soldier's description also mentions a strangeness to the battle. It describes that at one point there was that the sky itself seemed to open up, that lightning parted the clouds, like things that might have been taken as like a soldier like hallucinating after like a very long battle and a long conflict, um, but essentially describing to the soldier's account as like divine intervention turning the tide of this battle and striking down the the general of the outsider army, and that your mind is immediately drawn to that depiction and to that painting, which you would be led to believe is actually describing like this battle, in a very uh, obviously that was a very like artistic interpretation of this, but it is a one-to-one parallel between what is happening here. That was depicted as very like medieval and very
well, the paintings never have the blood in them.
Yeah, and a very artistic display. But at the time that this battle was happening, this was the olden armies with their advances in technology and everything, having devised firearms to counter the war machines of the outsiders, and the real brutality and the bloodiness of this battle. But it is mixed with this like religious allegory and this strange vision that this soldier had seen.
So does he describe it pretty one-to-one as like a spear of light or whatever came down?
Yeah, like he describes it as that.
Killed their big general and.
So that happened, but the actual like some of the other letters that are collected here are a little maybe even more interesting to you in this moment. Of there are, after the conflict and the carnage and the bodies and everything, they essentially, there's a description of them making this decision rather than sifting through the wreckage and these war machines and everything, that the order was given to bury the machines along with the soldiers and everything here in where Dustvale was founded later.
That's where my brain went.
To essentially keep the outsiders from being able to reclaim these machines, because these war machines, you have one in Dustvale or in Crater's Edge, these tanks that the outsiders used were pivotal in them pushing as far as they did and doing as well as they did in the early years of the war. So to keep them from being reclaimed, they buried them here in Dustvale along with the bodies of the fallen soldiers. So that you find all of that as well.
Is there any mention of like a relic or like the sword being buried along with them, or being recovered?
There is a yes. With these documents,
you said that's what you got, and I said
with these documents, you actually find that these letters and everything are very well maintained, actually like collected and like kind of packaged together in the bindings of a notebook that appears pretty well used, like somebody was researching this topic or had been researching this topic and then put their findings or Jesus Christ, why did Discord just start exploding?
It's fine. It has nothing to do with this.
Okay, sorry. I just got like 10
You're
notifications
fine.
at once.
No, you're fine.
I just had to mute it because it was just going off my ear.
Ding, ding, ding.
Anyway,
Don't panic.
Like somebody had been researching this topic and then collected all their findings and placed them here.
I love that. I love it when I go to the library and roll a crit and someone's put everything together for me.
The notes that are contained with these documents provide more insight as to the sword. Essentially accounts that the body of after the battle had concluded, and everything was being like they were sifting through the wreckage, that on the body of the general, they found a precious sword, a sword that the general had been carrying. That despite the number of soldiers that he had slain throughout the battle, was pristine and clean and untouched from the fray itself, and seemed to be resonating with some sort of power to it, and that the from the accounts, and he makes the notes, is like from the accounts of some other letters they received and some firsthand accounts of the battle, that the blow that had killed the general, this light, had struck this sword to the point where the recollections essentially say that he had been struck down by his own blade through the will of God. That they ended up taking that sword as a holy relic because, to all accounts and to everyone that witnessed the battle, this sword had been turned against him, had ended up being what killed him. So,
This is so anime.
So the sword was taken as a holy relic by the church, and for its importance in ending this battle.
Something on their side happened that was so powerful it turned their own general's blade against him. I think for the better part. I'm sorry, were you done? I just started talking.
I'm trying to think if I want to give you any more on a crit. I've given you a pretty good amount, but there's one other thing that I think I'll say, because it's a crit, I want to give you something that is separate from what you're actually researching here too.
Ooh, okay.
While you're saying, I think Viola says, you might want to read this too. And she hands you some documents that she's been looking through. And this is from a little bit earlier on. This actually, like maybe a few years before this war, maybe about a decade or so. You realize that what this is describing in some letters, it's actually being written by some sort of commanding officer or somebody of one of the armies, to his general, essentially describing that they had captured a spy, an outsider spy.
Okay.
But this spy had an interesting story that essentially had turned himself over willingly, and had made an offer to this commanding officer that in exchange for his life, that he was willing to help the armies, the people of Olden, by leading them to a very precious resource that the outsider armies were after in the region. A mineral that contained great power. That they referred to as Hellstone.
Ooh.
Yep.
And you realize in reading this that this spy who had been captured was essentially this would have predated or been around the time that Hellstone was discovered and been used, and it was only done so because this outsider led them to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything about what happened to him?
No, essentially the letter is just stating and asking permission of their commanding officer to follow up or to investigate this further.
Nothing about whether they actually let him live. Doubtful.
Nothing about whether they did or not.
Yeah, either dead or BBEG. Okay.
Yep.
Those are the two genders.
50-50.
Yeah.
Dead? Big bad.
Yeah.
Two genders. Well,
You either found something good or you're constipated again.
no, this has more Whiskey Tango Foxtrot than a drunken party. And no record of, like, what happened to the sword. Just that they kept it as a holy relic.
Well, you would know this because it's like it
Yeah.
was taken by the church as a relic, and then it was kept here.
Just kept here.
As by the maintained here by the clergy.
Unless somebody's been spending a lot of time reading in here. Sword's probably, well, definitely still here.
So if it's ain't in here, it's probably in the crypt.
Maybe. They were keeping it as a relic. Turns out, wasn't ours to begin with.
Then who'd it belong to?
Yeah. I imagine I told them at some point, like, hey, while you're waiting, go look at the cool painting we found.
Yeah.
That outsider general that was killed. Story goes, and if all these accounts are true, which I imagine all these people ain't lying in their journals and letters, no reason to. Something came down and turned his sword on himself.
Like, literally?
Yeah. That's an outsider blade.
Huh.
Turned against him in the battle. Killed him dead.
Like, just took the sword, turned it around.
I don't know, some holy light or some shit.
Shit.
If it was just this one guy, I'd think he's hallucinating, but seems like that's what happened. And I think I know what's causing all those rumblings. They buried all the outsider war machines. So if anybody came back, they wouldn't be able to revive them or use them again. Like that big old guy we got in Crater's Edge. They buried him.
Is the big old tank that we have in Crater's Edge, is it made of hellstone?
No, it's not made of hellstone.
Okay.
It's like made of metal.
Metal, okay.
And would have been powered by
Hellstone.
hellstone. Yeah.
And on top of all that, I think I just confirmed who discovered Hellstone.
Who to what now?
What?
There was some outsider spy. I don't know if he turned spy or what, but there's documents in here. They interrogated him. They, I don't know, told our folk, the olden folk, they knew of this stone with great power. Basically led him right to it. Gave that information over, make sure he'd keep living.
Dang.
Take that with you. Whatever you got that says that shit.
We can't just leave all this shit here.
No, we can't.
No, this is stuff people want to know about.
All right. Stack up what we want to take. And let's make quick work of this crypt as best we can, and then on the way out, we'll grab it.
I don't know that it's gonna be down there, but it's gotta be close somewhere. They're treating this thing as a holy relic, like a saint bone or some shit. It's either gonna be on a great lit up pedestal somewhere, it's gonna be well hidden.
Or somebody's still holding it.
Yeah, what Hank said.
I ain't wrong.
There's that third option.
Well, we're not getting any closer to that answer with our thumbs up our asses, so stack up the important historical shit. And let's go to the last one. Get ready.
The books are coming along.
Yeah, you collect everything, stuff in your bags. You all head down to the catacombs.
Yeah.
The catacombs.
Catacombs.
The catacombs.
Or the crypt, I think is what I referred to it as.
Yes.
Catacombs would be more underground beneath the church. This is sort of behind it.
Oh, it's not
Um,
underground? Oh, thank God.
uh,
Samson earlier was literally like, I don't want to go underground.
Just tossing my holy hand grenade. Getting ready.
You all head back towards the crypts. It's down the hall and like slightly slopes down. It's a little underground, Samson.
He hates that. I don't know. I decided
It's like a half basement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I decided like today on the fly that Samson's claustrophobic. I don't know why,
He big.
but he is, I guess.
He big. You know, I get
Yeah,
it.
I think he's claustrophobic.
You reach the begin descending down this way, and you realize like so it feels a little cooler down here, away from the sun, away from the light. You lose all the natural light they have behind you.
Oh, I hate that actually.
As it levels out, it's a little bit cooler and a little bit cooler. And you realize like it is almost unnaturally cold back
And
here.
immediately eyes on Hank.
As it opens up into the crypts, you see the dozen or so sarcophagus, whatever word you want to use,
Sarcophagi.
stone coffins that are arranged in this room. Some have been cracked and broken inwards. Others, you see lids having been broken out, as if some of the creatures here had, or some things had escaped from within them. However, they're mostly intact. But you do see as well that there are some of those rocks, like the protrusions, the spikes that you've seen outside the hill, are driven like through this room as well, forming like columns in the room. That does not look to be something that was built around or was part of this, like fully confirming that this was something that has happened in recent years after this town fell, as they have shattered and broken through some of the sarcophagi. There is a mist that hangs in the air just from the cold and the humidity underground, and icicles collected on the ceiling. You don't see any movement in this room, though. No creatures lurking about. But there is a off to the right as you enter. Sorry.
Bless you.
Off to the right as you enter,
It's just a big pile of dust.
there is a gate.
Oh no.
No! No more gates. No more fences.
Hank
An
has
iron-
a meltdown.
An iron gate that just is leering at you, Hank.
who are you? Where
Um,
are we now?
That appears to lead or descend down further. The iron gate has been fractured inwards, not bent, but frozen and broken.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
And you see, laying on the ground in front of the gate, a long rotted away corpse with one of these jagged bits of metal, the rods from the gate having been driven through the chest into the stone. And this corpse appears to be wearing priest vestments.
We tried to stop it. Shit.
Fraggle Crypt.
No, we ain't stopping now.
Like,
I'm gonna pull a couple of whatever smallest denomination coin there is, and I'm gonna put them on his eyes.
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask Hank if he could. Let's do a little something for him. Poor guy.
10 to the body. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much just a skeleton at
It's
this
bones.
point.
Yeah.
Bones, but you put the two coins actually in the eye sockets. And as you do, as you standing here, there's just like a mist that blows up from below. Freezing, biting cold. But accompanying the mist, you hear a noise that echoes in time with like a low rumbling that runs through the ground. A thump, 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 thump. Rhythmic beating that starts and then stops. And then starts and then stops.
This is it. This is what I saw. That means it's down there too. And it knows we're coming.
Yeah. Get your guns ready, boys. We ain't come this far for nothing.
Remember, if it bleeds, it can die.
I don't know that this thing bleeds.
We're about to find out.
Hank?
I'll take the lead. Somebody want to hold a lantern?
I got you.
And I'll start nervously whistling Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
And I will mark a lantern off of my load.
Oh, there you go.
The four of you and Viola, lantern illuminating, cutting through the mist, descend down beneath the church into the icy realm below. That's where we're going to end our session for tonight.
And we get down there, and it's like the little necropolis. But what actually happens is that Emmerich comes out,
Oh.
and
Okay.
he's great and very friendly, and we get to kiss him.
Oh. I mean, I'm down
I'm
for
fine with
that.
You guys know Emmerich from Dragon Age Veilguard?
He's the best.
Which one?
He
was
has a best friend.
Emmerich,
He has
the
a best friend
necromancer, the older one.
Oh man, I guess I didn't play far enough into it.
He is the
Oh, we
best.
talked about this last time. I kind of
Necro Daddy, come on, Sita, you
He has
love
a
him.
skeleton.
Okay.
He has a skeleton
still got it
friend voiced
downloaded.
by
I'll pick it
Matt
back up.
Mercer.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll send you thirst traps of Emmerich.
Best.
I love him.
He's basically like, what if Dr. Orpheus was in Dragon Age?
Yeah.
If you ever watched Venture Brothers, he's literally Dr. Orpheus, but in
he's
but in
so
Dragon
sweet.
Age.
He's a little bit older, and if you go with him, he takes you down and you like tend to all the graves and like talk to the spirits. And then he has a little table set up, and he made tea, and you have tea with him.
That's fucking
And
adorable.
also, you can kiss him.
I mean, that's the best
Very
part.
cute.
You guys know I love to kiss an old man.
Absolutely.
He's my favorite song.
That's the this is the Oscar Awards acceptance speech music to that we gotta wrap
The big Val gets
We're
out the
being
big
played off.
cane.
Yeah.
Have I told you guys this? I think we should bring back not all of vaudeville, just the big cane. Just the
Yeah.
really
The big
big
cane
cane
is pretty great.
that when, and I think we should extend this out of entertainment to like political speeches and stuff, that like when you're done,
Yeah.
when everybody's booing you, or you've done a really great job but you need to shut the fuck up like me, you could take me and you could hook me with the big cane and just go.
You know, you see, Showtime of the Apollo did it better. Instead of a big cane, if you get started getting booed, a guy would come out, start tap dancing, and take a dust broom and start pushing you off stage.
That
and
works
then we'll
too.
like start tap dancing
Yeah.
as like he's pushing you off stage, giving you the better performance. So I think we should do that. His name was Sandman Slim, and he passed away sadly.
The real thing I can start doing is just start muting people in Zoom.
You can do it.
That's mean.
That's
mean.
awful.
That's just
It's mean what you said. BRB looking up pictures of Emmerich from Dragon Age.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do our wrap up for the session tonight.
Ooh.
Oh,
We gotta actually do shit for this game.
yep,
oh yeah.
lots to
Turn
do.
the comments
So
down,
let's
sorry,
talk
guys.
about advancement. I don't think we need special actions today.
Nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
Good on y'all. Take your XP for playbook specific triggers.
I didn't know you made that. No, I didn't do much of that today.
Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
I'm counting yanking, not. Oh, let me start the sentence over.
Yep. Yep.
Go on.
I'm counting assisting with Hank not getting his arm frozen off as an act of empathy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counting.
You could have just let him freeze.
Could have just let him do that.
Could have.
Yeah, beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, and then struggling with issues in your vice, mutation, or stigmata. Give yourself XP for that, and then Ben, you have the posse advancement stuff.
You know I do.
Go for it.
Execute a successful bounty or treasure hunt. Working on it.
We're getting
Game
there.
on it.
Contend
getting
with
there.
challenges above your current station. I imagine the door does not count.
I think counts.
It's above my station.
Yeah, that's true.
Bolster your posse's. I don't think we did. I think we only did one of these. But bolster your posse's reputation or develop a new one. Now, eventually, the outsiders will get a reputation with them, but not yet.
Supposed to stay.
Goals, drives, inner conflict, essential nature of the crew. I think
Always.
we always do that.
Yeah.
So I'll give us stuff for that. Val, unless you think there were any challenges above our current station.
I don't think today.
I mean, if
You're
anything, they were
gonna-
below our current station because we had to go.
Boo.
It's
Boo.
kind of
Boo.
Where's the cane? Where's the brush?
not the cane. No, not the broom.
Yeah, not today, but I'm sure the thing we're gonna deal with next time will be considered above your station. So
Whee!
Yeah, I'm super excited to fight this thing because I kept trying during this session to get some of my grit back with that ability, and every time I did a roll, I also lost grit.
You rolled so bad, dude.
I rolled
You
so
rolled
bad
Yeah.
today.
bad.
If I push myself at all,
Hello,
I'm
buddy.
out. I'm out.
We got you. Don't
Got
worry.
you, dude.
Don't worry. We got this. I keep imagining this like crazy outsider with the sword as the one CGI'd orc from the Hobbit movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
the white one. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Or-
the
oh
white
no.
one.
Okay.
The main orc from the Hobbit movies that they did the CGI on. I mean, they did CGI on everything in that movie, but you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. He's got the hook for a hand or something. Or the sword for a hand. I don't remember.
What?
I think you're thinking of the the
No.
orc from the Lord of the Rings when they
That's the Urukai,
The
motherfucker.
Uruk-hai-
Yeah.
No, not him.
Yeah.
and he was all like cancer ridden and puffy looking.
Yeah,
no,
not-
but he
not the
just had
puffy
a
guy.
messed up hand. But the one in
I
the,
only saw the first.
the one the Hobbit
movie,
I thought
and
had
it was
like
a lot. It was when it was in theaters.
Yeah,
The one in the Hobbit had the hook hand.
yeah. He had a hook hand.
What's his name? Is it Azog? Is that who I'm thinking of? Hold please.
I don't-
I'm going to the
I don't know.
wiki. Yes, he has. Yeah, he has the. It's cut off at the elbow, and he has the blade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
him.
blade.
Damn.
Sorry, I got confused. I'm just gonna post him in the chat. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct. That's who I'm thinking of. Azog, also known as the Defiler or the Pale Orc.
Yeah.
It says one of Sauron's greatest servants in parentheses, i.e. the Dark Lord's champion,
Oh, goody.
and the self-proclaimed Orc King of Moria. Rude. That's Dwarfland.
All right. Let's do stars and wishes.
I'll go.
Go for it.
My star. I didn't get a lot of well, my big star actually goes to Hank and Viola working together. That is my star right there. Just seeing those two work together was very, very nice scene. Especially now that Viola is officially becoming a part of the team. I really like that. My wish.
You meant Samson, didn't you?
Yes, that's what I meant. Samson.
Yeah. that
I'm
makes sense.
Samson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
We
wish.
all do that. I have called Samson Hank before.
And it's the only game where not everybody's
Yeah.
name starts with the same thing.
That's
and y'all
true.
didn't do-
Well, you only
we
run
still
2
mess
games. We
Um,
fucked you up pretty bad. on
Yeah.
Saturdays.
Yeah, we did.
My wish. We're gonna fight some kind of T virus kind of shit down there, and I'm looking forward to it.
Mr. X is down there.
Yeah, I'm expecting some kind of T virus level shit.
Sure.
I'm expecting some kind of nemesis down there or something. So
Yep.
buckle up.
Sid, do you know Mr. X from Resident Evil?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, you get ready, because after this,
Yup.
you're gonna get a bunch of
my
messages
brain
from
went
me.
to Professor X, and I
Oh,
was like,
no.
"What the fuck
No.
is Professor
See,
X
I almost
doing
said
down
I was
there?"
gonna
No.
say Mr. X, and then but I
Mr.
also
X.
got to the T virus. So I almost said Mr. T.
Mr. T is down there, and he's got a bad sword and a bunch of white men.
But yeah, that's me.
Mr. X is awesome. I'll go. My star is gonna go to Nana blowing up the doors of the church, because as soon as I said it out loud, as soon as I was like, you can just blow the doors open, I saw Sid just kind of like activate. Sid and Nana both were just like, well, like, I wasn't gonna say it, but it was so funny.
If someone else is bringing it up, though, yeah,
No,
you're
it was,
right.
it was so good, and she was so careful about it, and I love it. Nana doesn't get to blow stuff up that often. And
Not
I think
nearly enough.
we're as players, just in general, I think, like, as silly as we get with things, we tend to be very careful with situations, and I think in this game, out of any, I think we should lean more into the Nana of it all and just really start going a little crazy.
Yeah.
I'm here
we
for
have
it.
we have the technology.
We have the technology.
It's like,
We're here for it. We're ready.
I love that little, like, it's like I said, her sleeper agent activation phrase. I loved that whole little bit. It was a small thing, but it was really, really fun. And I think we should do that more, because I was like, why are we doing all of this madness? We all have access to dynamite. We know that. Why don't we just blow that shit up?
Done and done.
We rarely do that, and I think we should do it more. It was great. I think Nana sets a great example for all of us. Sorry, I was Googling Mr. X, and I looked over, and the first result is a Reddit post that says, I don't understand what Mr. X is doing in Resident Evil 2, and I have good news, no one does. That's okay, buddy. You don't need to know. My wish, I guess that's also kind of my wish. I think we should just go a little more ham.
More
Yeah.
explosions.
I think we should
I'm down.
start utilizing the loud option more. Because
Yeah.
why the fuck not? This group is not. We gotta stop pretending like we're sneaky.
Yeah,
No, we're
hopefully
not.
We've been pretending for long enough. We know. Eli lit a stick of dynamite in a room full of people, and it ended up actually pretty good. So
Yeah.
that's me.
Oh man.
I can go next
Yeah.
because I am also going to be giving one to Nana for the same thing. It was like you provided us with these alternative options, and I'm over here thinking like, okay, I mean, we're all like 7-something feet tall. Like we could probably like get up into those windows. And Sid's like, yeah, but Yeah, and I like the look she gave. Could you do it again? The excited look when you had yeah, that one. Yeah, I was here for that. Then
She's Eli's mom, after all. So
that's right. Yeah. And my wish is gonna be, I want to have a scuffle on the deck of a blimp. Are there blimps in this world? Are we that far into technology?
do we have dirigibles?
I don't think we do.
Okay, so in my mind, I'm immediately went to the newest JoJo arc of Steel Ball Run and being like, guys, around the same timeline. They have hot air balloons.
I know
Like,
that
you
a
one.
lot of room in a
It's got
hot air
Diego.
balloon, but that could be cool too. Just like flipping around inside of
Diego
the basket of a hot air balloon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know things.
we really. I mean, there's tanks and stuff here. Sure. Yeah, we gotta get to.
I'm also okay
trains
with
first.
just the train.
We have to do the train fight first, and then we'll graduate to blimp fight.
That's my other
So,
wish.
Blimp fight.
Trains.
Train.
We go to trains,
Trains
then
and blimps.
planes, then automobiles.
Trains and blimps.
Considering that we did find out that there is an upgrade that we can get for our hideout that is, oh yeah, Sita, you weren't here. Rail connection.
Yeah, I saw that being it was dropped down. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it. So we can
And like if we have the hidden one, the train connection can be hidden itself. I think that's very
yeah,
cool.
we can make ourselves train. We can become train.
Transformers,
Autistics. in
cowboys.
disguise.
I love it. I believe I'm the last one. My star is gonna go to. Speaking of just going ham, bless you, Hank. Bless you for literally putting your body on the line to figure out what the fuck is going on.
He's doing his
And I'm
best.
Sita, I'm so sorry, but
I
your
got-
dice hated you
Yeah,
tonight.
they hated me.
They really hated you tonight. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Keep it going.
Glad I rolled well on the what is it, the resist roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be
because if that
dead.
gone bad, you might have just been out.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, Hank. Yeah. Keep
Thanks.
poking around and shit. See what
Just keep
happens.
being
It's all he
bad.
can do, so that no worries. It's gonna continue.
No, but it also makes sense. It's like Hank's used to just being all a rapscallion and like roughhousing and stuff, but now he's got like this cool supernatural shit. Yeah, he's gonna like poke at stuff. Of course.
I would.
Yeah,
It's all
you know
brand shiny and new. Like
when I built Hank, I didn't have any of like the supernatural stuff in mind. I was just building him like real straightforward, and so like that kind of came up on a whim. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I'm gonna try a thing, and now that it's sticking, I really like the idea of he's sort of like, I mean, if we put it into like different RPG terms, he's kind of like a Gish spellcaster warrior type.
Yeah.
But, like those
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are generally portrayed as being like proficient in their craft, where Hank is not clever, barely knows how to read, doesn't know shit about history or religion or anything. He's not actually even all that pious. Like, yeah, you don't know. He touches shit. What does this do? He's gonna start tasting things next.
Oh, he is a kid that like occasionally went to Wednesday youth group at church and then discovered that they are the new a new prophet. Like that's
oh,
pretty.
fuck.
I am not prepared for this. But yes, I enjoyed that. My wish. When we defeat this baddie, and that is a when because I believe in us wholeheartedly. Can we have the cool moment when the bones are literally so cold that they like shatter into pieces?
Yeah.
I would
can
like
do
that.
Yeah.
That's
I would like
fun.
that a lot.
And a couple shards go in Hank's eyes.
No, stop it. Stop.
But we're doing like the really cheesy 3D animation where he breaks and then all the shards go at the camera.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah. For the nostalgia factor.
Bring
Just
it
for the
in, Paul.
nostalgia factor.
All
But yeah,
right.
that's me.
Crater's Edge and IMAX. God Could you imagine this being like stretched and splayed out over the IMAX?
Our Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Zoom
I get like a little too close to the camera, and it's just all my nerves.
Hey, you know what? I've seen worse.
Let's put a pin in
all
that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what to give the quote to today. There's some good ones.
Oh shit, yeah. Quotes.
I'm,
We have
Oh
this.
god damn it.
Yeah, we have this.
yeah, Tabernacle. It's just on the
Which
on
is
the
awesome.
list there.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh god. I'm gonna give it to Samson for
Oh,
the
such a
craziest
stupid
line.
fucking thing to say.
So good.
This is more Whisko Tango
That
Foxtrot
was
than
so
a drunken
fucking
party.
dumb.
That was really
It
good.
was
Bro,
so
I don't know where
Great,
that came
though.
from.
It was
This is
really
the
good.
stupidest fucking shit I could
It was-
Like
possibly
you
think
said it,
of.
I was like, the fuck?
Oh dumb.
But you get it, because Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Is
Oh, yeah, I
what
get
the
it.
fuck?
Yep. That
What's
was
the
dumb.
song?
There are a lot of
Oh
dumb
no,
stuff
wait,
today.
hold on. The last decade is coming back to me.
Mm-hmm.
What's the song? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
Okay, no, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. But that is going to be it. We will be back next Monday to continue our game one way or another. At least we won't be off for another 2 months.
Yeah.
In the meantime, join us on Saturday for Elegy of Stardust. At whatever time we end up playing, it'll be sometime during the day on Saturday. I want to thank everyone out there for watching and thank my lovely players for making this game a joy to run. As always, we will see everyone in 1 week. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.